There's a legend buried deep in the deserts of the American West. A man with a camel, a strange accent, and a past no one could quite figure out. They called him Hajj Ali. He led military expeditions, wrangled beasts no one had ever seen in the West before, and rode through the sand like he owned it. People thought he was Greek, maybe Syrian. Some just thought he was plain old crazy. But here's the twist. He was actually a Muslim. And his real name? Hajj Ali. Yeah, they changed it to hide it. Let's rewind. It's the 1850s. The US Army is desperate to figure out how to move supplies across the brutal desert of the Southwest. The sun's cooking everything alive. Horses are collapsing. So the government has a wild idea. Let's try camels. They launched the Camel Corps and brought in skilled camel drivers from the Middle East. And leading the charge, a mysterious figure from the Ottoman Empire, Hajj Ali. But Americans couldn't pronounce his name, or maybe they just didn't want to. So Hajj Ali got twisted into Hajj Ali. And just like that, the Muslim part of the story got swept under the desert sand. Now picture it. Arizona, 120 degrees, soldiers in wool uniforms, and suddenly, here comes Hajj Ali, cool as a desert breeze, leading a caravan of camels through the Red Rock Canyon. Camels were amazing. They could carry 600 pounds, go for days without water, and walk where horses wouldn't dare. The experiment was working, and Hajj Ali, he wasn't just a handler, he was a legend. People said he talked to the camels, that he could sense the sandstorms, that he never once lost a beast in the wild. But behind the folklore was a man who prayed 5 times a day, faced Mecca, and held tight to his Quran. He had made the pilgrimage, he was a Hajji, but the army never highlighted that. Too foreign, too complicated, too Islamic. Then came the Civil War. Priorities changed. The Camel Corps was disbanded. Some camels were auctioned off. Others were set loose. Yes, wild camels roamed the American desert for decades. Some say you can still hear them at night. Hajj Ali stuck around. He became a scout, then a prospector. People knew him, loved him, but few knew his full story. He died in Quartzsite, Arizona in 1902, and the government actually honored him with a stone pyramid in the middle of a desert. That monument, it doesn't say much about who he really was, but now you know. Hajj Ali wasn't just a footnote in Western history. He was proof that Muslims were here, not as invaders, but as innovators, pioneers, legends. Next time someone says Islam doesn't belong in the American story, tell them about the cowboy with a turban and a Quran. Tell them about Hajj Ali, the Muslim who tamed the American West. I'm the Muslim Cowboy, and this is the kind of history they don't want you to know.